Daniel spent his whole life entering rich women's pockets until he entered the wrong one. Daniel was handsome, charming, and dangerously lazy. He didn't like work, not even small work. All he loved was dating rich women and living off them. When one ran out of money, he moved on to the next. But one day, everything changed. A woman named Mirabel returned to the village. No one knew her family. No one knew where she came from. They only knew she was rich, richer than anyone Daniel had ever seen. Her mansion stood in the middle of a village full of mud huts, white walls, glass windows, a home that looked like it came from another world. The day Daniel saw her, his heart said, "Jackpot." He followed her everywhere. He even pretended to be the hard-working farm boy, lifting baskets only when she was watching. And it worked. One afternoon, Mirabel noticed him, and the two began talking. Daniel used his sweet mouth like always, and soon she invited him into her mansion. Just like that, they started dating. Daniel enjoyed soft life immediately. Food, fresh clothes, comfort. He thought he had finally hit the biggest jackpot of his life. But the villagers, they whispered. Every night around the fire, they spoke about Mirabel, how she appeared and disappeared, how her house stayed cold at night, how no one had seen her eat or sleep. Daniel ignored them until one night. He was alone in the mansion when heavy footsteps echoed through the halls. Slow, dragging, not human, he froze. Then it got worse. Mirabel walked past the hallway, and for one split second, her body glitched like she wasn't fully there. Daniel's heart nearly fell out of his chest. The next day, he searched the mansion, and deep inside a dusty room, he found an old framed portrait. Mirabel standing beside a king from the same village, a portrait that looked hundreds of years ago. As he gasped, a cold breeze filled the room. Mirabel appeared behind him, but not as a woman. Her body glowed with a faint blue light, eyes soft but not human. In a calm voice, she said, "I am not here to harm you." Then she told him her story. She once lived long ago. Her husband was the king of the land, and when he died, she died soon after. Her spirit only returned to protect her land, her home, and her husband's memory. Daniel stood trembling. He didn't wait for more. That night, he ran out of the mansion barefoot, sprinting into the darkness until he reached the village. The next morning, villagers surrounded him as he narrated everything, shaking, pale, and terrified. And when they all looked towards Mirabel's mansion, he stood completely silent, still, watching them. At dusk, the curtains moved gently, even though no one was inside, and a faint shadow of Mirabel appeared in the window.